Hello everybody, it's Miss Collier and we are going back to the basics today. We are going to be learning about colors and how they correspond with certain emotions. With a twist, we are going to be learning about complex emotions and their colors. So, for example, when you think of happy, sad, or angry, you usually think of things like yellow or blue or red. But what do you think of when you think of complex emotions like anxiety? Is the first thing that comes to your mind orange or grief? Is that black, jealousy, and green? These are the things that we're going to be deep diving in today with our assignment. So, these examples are not with complex emotions, but this is kind of what I want you guys to be doing. So, we've got yellow. That represents happiness, content, optimism, which is going to be represented by a sun, just something that is usually known as something that brings happiness or makes people feel happy or optimistic, makes people feel great, Whereas these storm clouds, which are the blue representation, make people usually think of sad things or unhappy things that are yet to come. So, you guys are going to be picking two complex emotions of your choice, and you are going to be creating a scene like this, and you're going to be coloring it in with a color that represents that complex emotion. And if you are having some trouble figuring out what certain complex emotions might be, some examples could be wonder or worry or hope or embarrassment. And if you can't figure anything out on your own, you are welcome to ask Google, ask some of your table mates, or come up and ask me to see if I have any ideas or any way that I can help you. So at the end, you should have two spaces in one sketchbook page that looks similar to this. You are going to have a scene, have a specific color, and you're going to write at least 3 things that it represents. I know that I don't have 3 things here, but you are going to write 3 things that it represents. Something that we are not going to be doing, we are not going to be drawing people today. No people. So if you wanted to represent something like anger, again, I know it's not a complex emotion, but if you wanted to do something like anger, we are not going to be drawing a person because that makes it easy to represent exactly what those emotions are. We're trying to make it challenging for ourselves, so down the line, it'll be a little bit easier to represent these complex emotions. So something like this would not be acceptable. We're not doing people. But when you're all done, you should have 2 things that look like this in your sketchbook on the same page, saying what the color is and what it represents. All right, have fun.